You are listening to Ortiz Ortiz, everybody. Terrific jazz musician. And my stepson. So there you go. Win-win. Do. Ba-ba. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist, where your questions get answered in a very therapeutic way from someone with no license or professional training. That's not entirely true. I have some. Not a ton. Some. But enough to help you just through life experience. Yeah, I'm 56. I know a thing or two by now. Shout out to my amazing son too. He did a show tonight. He was amazing. Just did an improv show and he was so good. So great to see him. Front row seats. It was the best. Hey, Tatanga, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Thank you. Good morning to you. And chat room blessings as well to you. Heck yeah. From the Catskills. I told you I can't think Catskills without beautiful Mount Airy Lodge. We're going to kick things off going over to Reddit and just check things out there. See what's going on in Reddit land. And again, if you have questions, I've got solutions. You can always enter them into the chat. I'm going to talk to Rumble. I haven't been featured in like a couple since I think last Monday. Getting lonely. I got to get my feature. They have Timcast up on the homepage. Let me check the homepage right now. And I got nothing against Tim, but he's like the morning dude. Like his show's on in the morning, so I'm not sure why he's up now on the homepage. No, he's still there. Yeah, and it's just like a hold screen. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't make the rules. Anyway, let's get started. Hope you're having a great evening. God bless you, and let's do this. So, am I the asshole? Okay. Oh boy, what's this about? Am I the asshole for spiking my friend with T-gel? Is that like Tiger Bomb or whatever? Like the heat gels? Huh. Well, let's find out. All right. I don't know. That's strange to me. T-gel. I don't know what that is. Everything. I'm just so out of the loop. I don't know what T-gel is. Some sex cream. I don't know what it is. All right. Let's see what it says here. Okay. So for a little. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. So this is a trans dude. I guess T-gel is that like a trans thing? And I've been on T for a few years. I don't know what T is. Meat. I don't know. I don't know. I'm already confused. FTM. I don't know what that means. Female to male, male to female. I don't know what T-gel is. I gotta be honest. Not the most exciting post for me. We'll move on. If I don't understand the players, I can't comment on the game. Am I the asshole for not telling my mom about getting my dream job? What are you like worried that'll jinx it? Is that what it is? You're like, I can't tell her it'll jinx it. So a bit of context. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, there's no T-gel in this one. Is T-gel trans gel? Like you rub it on and you're I don't know. Bit of context to start. 3 years ago on Christmas Eve. Okay, it's dramatic. My mom, 65, had a crash out and announced to me, 23, that she was filing for divorce with my dad. On Christmas Eve, she did that. It's odd. It's very odd, don't you think? On Christmas Eve. Why wouldn't you wait till after Christmas, the day after? Why wouldn't you wait till any other day besides Christmas Eve? What's interesting? All right. I got some questions about your mom, be honest. Anywho, narcissistic. She's filing for divorce from my dad. I had not seen it coming and proceeded to spend the worst Christmas of my life. Yeah, why would you drop that on Christmas Eve? You drop that. That's a midsummer drop. That's a fall drop. Maybe that's an Arbor Day drop. That's not a Christmas Eve drop. You just ruining everybody's time. Unless you have a knockout, drag out fight in front of everybody. You're like, that's it. Then that's different. But if you're like, this is when I'm going to do it. Fuck all your Christmases. Let's make this about me for once. And I'm filing for divorce. That's just poor form, man. That's poor form. And it's just rude. It's just rude. It's just, I see no justification for that. Anyway, get back to it. So I had not seen it coming, and I proceeded to spend the worst Christmas of my life completely out of it and profoundly sad. I'm guessing everybody else too, except for your mom. So the last 3 years have been quite rocky. For the first year, I was the only one knowing about the incoming divorce. Oh, so you knew about it. All right. I had to live with my dad, 70 male, and your mom's, how old is your mom? 65. Okay. And your sister, 25. all the while keeping the secret from them and dealing with my mother bitching to me about my dad. All right, well, that's really rude. In psychiatric circle, that's referred to as a triangle, a classic Bowenian triangle. You, your mom, your dad. Yeah. I ended up blowing a fuse one day and asked her to either file for divorce and probably leave the house, or stop talking to me about it. It's legit. She's just going to keep poking you. You got a life. Why? She's just dragging you into it. She was mad. Maybe I guess that's her revenge. Oh, you don't want to hear about it anymore? Well, then, okay, I'll do it, but I'm going to do it on Christmas Eve. I think I might be on your dad's side on this one. I don't know. I don't know about your dad and your mom's relationship, but I don't like your mom currently. She was mad at me at first. We had several conversations before finally she consented to stopping. Okay. This year, she finally went for it. She said, they're divorcing. So my sister has since moved out. So it's just me and my parents, who barely talk to each other anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's just say the vibe is icy at home. You got to get out of there. You're 23, or stay, but just, you can all be just strangers, just these ships, just kind of bobbing around on the water, and once in a while flashlights at each other. I can't tell you the number of times where I was caught in the middle of their disagreements. Yeah, I told you, classic Bowenian triangle, and silent, petty fights. But I've always tried not to pick sides and stay out of it as much as possible. I recently graduated from university, and as soon as I got my diploma, I got a call from a company I entered at during my studies. Sounds like you can get out. I wish your parents could do the same. When I got the news, I was over the moon. This is for the company job, not the divorce. I wanted nothing more than to announce it to my family, but my dad was away and my mom was going on vacation with her sister, so I decided to wait until they got back. My sister was supposed to come by a few days ago, and since both my parents had been back, I had planned to tell them. Unfortunately, so your mom beat you to the chase. Your dream job got uprooted by her announcement of the divorce. You're going to do it Christmas Eve too. Unfortunately, my sister hurt her back at the gym. All these things come together. You can do it. Here's a problem. Here's the issue right here for this particular issue. You're waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. Just fucking announce it. Get the group together in the living room and just fucking announce it. Hurt back and all. Hurt her back. She was not able to make the trip, so I decided to book a table later the week in the same city my sister lives in, so we could see each other. I told my mom I was planning dinner to celebrate graduation. She immediately turned down the invite, saying she didn't feel like sharing a table with my dad that night. You can tell them. Here's the thing. They don't like each other. You can tell them individually. They don't have to be standing in the same room. I mean, I know you want this perfect Hallmark moment of you announcing your new job to the family, and it's just, you don't live in a Hallmark family. So stop trying to make a Hallmark moment out of the deal. Anyway, I assured her that my dad wouldn't even talk to her. Okay, blah, blah. In the end, I made a reservation for 4 of us and invited her. I told her this was extremely important to me and her absence would deeply hurt me. I reminded her that I had bit the bullet many times during the past years and now was payback. I don't know. I just feel the need for this, the way this certain way you have to reveal it. And, just the lighting has to be right and the temperature has to be 76 degrees. You just fucking tell them. You tell them each individually or together, but fucking tell them. All right. So there you go. The day came, she did not show. Okay. Well, she's done it in the past. You know where she stands on it. I celebrated my graduation with my sister and dad and surprised them with the news of my first job. Finally. So yeah, your mom's probably just like, fuck all y'all. I'm going to do this on Christmas Eve. I think that's your mom's attitude. Just like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Hey, Despoetic, good to see you. You spent Christmas on the floor of my shop in Zimbabwe. Wonder if I was going to have to defend myself and my mom. Dear God, that's no way to spend Christmas. Oh, they're like, chasing after the Christians. Ay, that's horrible. I'm trying to think, the worst. Yeah, I guess it's the worst Christmas I ever had. Was just it was a sad Christmas. My grandmother, who I was living with at the time, she left. She went somewhere to be with one of her sisters or something, but I wasn't like on the guest list. It was nothing. We were getting along great, but I don't know. She wasn't there. She wanted to go see one of her sisters in Hawaii or something. So it was just me. And it was just me in her house. I was living in the basement. And I just remember I was eating a chicken pot pie, drinking a beer, watching It's a Wonderful Life. And I'm just like, this is the saddest Christmas I've ever spent. I love It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, any other night, it would have been a good night. That's a solid night. Chicken pot pie, beer, and It's a Wonderful Life. But on Christmas Eve, kind of sad. I said, never again. I'll find some place to go or something to do. It's no way to spend a Christmas, man. No way to spend a Christmas. Anyway, so the day came and she didn't show, and it was really sad. My mom wasn't part of it. What should have been a great night was bitter and dry. Really, it's on you. Like, stop expecting the Hallmark family moment when at best you have an A&E family. Where someone might be wind up dead. But that's what it is. You have an A&E family and you want a Hallmark moment. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And it didn't happen. It happened exactly the way you would expect if you were on the outside. So me and my mom are still not on talking terms. And he found out about the first job through my sister. She found out. She got upset and asked to celebrate just the two of us. But I told her I needed her days early and she was a no-show. Cut your mom some friggin' slack, come on. I explained to her that the goal was because she didn't show up on that exact day when you knew she wasn't, because she doesn't get along with you. She doesn't like your dad, and that's putting it mildly. Anyway, okay, wasn't keen on celebrating my success with her on her terms only. This is the comedy of this thing. It says here, I wasn't keen on celebrating my success under her terms only. You're only comfortable celebrating your success on your terms only. You're the same people. It's always the comedy in these things. It's the same people doing the same thing, but each calling them different. On a cardboard mattress. It was a shitty mattress, test boy. Oh, you were on the cardboard mattress. You say we had to roll down the cage and nobody was getting in. Oh my God. But the kids had the blankets and me and her had sweatshirts and each other after we stopped fighting and cardboard matches. Well, your bad Christmas puts my bad Christmas to shame. I will agree to that. That's just awful, man. That's just awful. It's just terrible. Yeah, it sounds like a life and death Christmas, It's not a good one. That ain't a good Christmas. Okay. So well, let's see here. Okay. So should I accept my mom's offer and celebrate again? Yes, you should. Thanks for reading and sorry for the mistakes. Okay. Edit, because y'all have a question. My dad was not a typical man in his relationship with my mom. He lied about things and discarded her feelings, but he never screamed at her, hit her. Okay, yeah, I mean, they were just not meant for each other. Since the start of the divorce, my dad has tried really hard to let me and my sister know about anything and so he's keeping to himself, but the same cannot be said to my mom. I had to have many conversations with her about sharing the details of the divorce. Yeah, okay. You're just expecting too much out of your mom. I'll be honest. You're not the asshole, but you're just expecting too much out of your mother. She's not ready for that. Fitzwick says it was Christmas in all reality. We'll never. Yeah. Your parents. Pure Blood says my parents despise each other, and I'm not stupid enough to bring them around each other. Well, that's the thing, Pure Blood. Yeah. If you got what is it? What was it? What in vinegar? Oil and vinegar, right? Is that what I'm talking about? Yeah, maybe. You don't want to mix them, right? You don't want to. If you got ammonia and bleach, you don't want to mix them. Bad things happen. So don't mix them. Respect both of your parents. Your dad seems like he would have been fine with it, but your mom wasn't. So respect that your mom wasn't, and meet her on the side and have your celebration with her. It seems fine. I have no problem with that. I think you and your mom share a lot in common in terms of personality traits. So don't give your mom such a hard time or look in the mirror. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that she's a bad mom? No. Yeah, probably not. Someone's got to tell her. I mean, I'm assuming she's just, very irresponsible parent. When my daughter Noelle, 7, was in kindergarten, I was told by her teacher that they caught another little girl, Chloe, 7, making fun of her skin color. That's shitty. My daughter's biracial, half black. Teacher keeps an eye on it, and they generally are kept apart. Yeah, 7-year-old kids that just doesn't show up. No one's a racist, at birth. That's something that's taught, unfortunately. The following year, Noelle and Chloe are separated. Noelle ends up in the same class as Chloe's cousin, Michelle. I feel like you're using their real names. Noelle and Michelle become close. Okay. But all three are able to play with each other without issues. Okay, well, that's good. Make sure I read that right. Then Rachel has a falling out with her sister, and and BIL, the parents. Okay. Previously, all the girls would have play dates. Okay. That could have happened to anyone. So Rachel's sister reaches out to me separately. Noelle and Michelle can keep seeing each other outside of school. Okay. Rachel gets upset at me and she wants me to hate her sister with her. I'm just hard keeping track of all the fucking players here. But yeah. The racist comments. Okay, so from this point on, Chloe has been relentlessly bullying my daughter. Not cool. So these are the two sisters. Uh, Noelle, it stems from jealousy of Noelle and Michelle's friendship. Right. Okay. So you got a lot of this is like classic chick cat fighting. I mean, this is being a woman, right? I mean, so I'm told. But yeah, the racist stuff is not cool. The racist comment happened a few weeks ago. And I decided to take time to process what to do next. I brought it to Rachel's attention today. She responded that it happened weeks ago, so she doesn't want to hear it now. That's stupid. She needs to hear it. She then accused me and Noelle of always complaining about Chloe. I snapped back, told Rachel she's a bad mom, modeling behavior that her daughter is setting her daughter up to fail. I was angered by the fact that the focus was on complaining. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, basically, it sounds like Rachel got a bit of a racist issue, a bit of a racist, and I'm surprised she even lets her kids play with yours. Quite frankly, I mean, where's the racism coming from? Friend's daughter hasn't been bullying my daughter. I brought up racist comments made by her daughter, and she thinks me and my daughter is complaining. Where's the racism come from? She dismissed the racism. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Something's off about this post. You just again, you're not born racist. Like that's something that's taught. So who's teaching it to her? That'd be my question. Where is she learning it? I don't know. Yeah, maybe that is the reason. Pure blood. Yeah. Ay. All right, let's hop off of that. Oh, hey, I almost stopped myself before I did it. I was like, and I know, and I'm like, oh shit. You might have even caught the oh shit. But I did it. So there you go. And I own it. Good times. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to pick up a metal butterfly for a funeral? I don't even what is this guy like? Was he like a welder? Is this like a welder who died? Maybe. Let me see. All right, it's nice and short. At least we got that going. A couple of days ago, my adult niece passed away from cancer. That sucks. Niece, so she's younger than you too. Ugh, it's horrible. Anyway, the funeral is 140 miles from me, so one of my sisters and our daughters are going. Okay, so it's pretty far. My sister and I decided to send flowers from the aunts right as we were getting ready to place the order. My oldest sister sent a message that she wanted to give a butterfly she had made instead of flowers so she wouldn't be chipping in. Okay, so she's going to give the butterfly, and she's like, since I'm giving the butterfly, I don't want to chip in on the flowers. Okay, you establish it. Fine. Then I am asked if I can come get it. It would be a 3-hour round trip in the opposite direction of the funeral. Pick it up? No way. No way. No way. If she wants the butterfly as a gift, then she has to drive it to you. She has to mail it to you. You're not driving all that way to pick up some dumb butterfly because she doesn't want to pitch in. No fucking way. You're not the asshole. No way. Let's see what she says to that. Yeah, 3-hour round trip in the opposite direction of the funeral to pick it up. Oh, God, you got to be kidding me. I have to transport it to the viewing. It's only the size of a serving platter, but I have one and it's noisy to transport because a lot of cuts in the wings makes it rattle like gosh, it sounds like a nightmare. No, don't ever take it. It's probably cursed too by some gypsy. Can I still say that? I don't know. And I don't want to spend 5+ hours listening to it in the car. Yeah, I don't blame you. I told my sister sorry, but I would not be able to pick it up and take it, and now she's upset. Why doesn't she take it and give it to you? She can make the round trip just as easily as you can. I would have begrudgingly suffered through bringing it up if there was some discussion before it was offered, and then suddenly my problem. Okay. Before anyone asks, my sister is not struggling financially. My niece has never said, "Boy, do I want one of those yard butterflies made out of tin and rebar." Oh my God, what a shitty gift! You're doing this kid a favor. by not delivering this. My sister did not make it specifically for the funeral. She makes and sells and probably has 50. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole. If she makes and sells these and she has 50, if this is her line of business, then she knows how to transport one. She knows how to get one from point A to point B. There's no way she's selling 50 within just the radius of her block. She has to transport these monstrosities. She has her connections, so do it. Or stop your belly aching, or keep it in your yard where it was anyways, and pitch in on the flowers. There you go. Update: one of my other sisters forced her son to pick it up. Ugh, poor kid. So now he's the official butterfly handle. My other sisters suddenly were all hell bent on a plant. They did, and I made a donation. Okay, there you go. Yeah, well, at least you didn't have to take it, but still, your butterfly making sister's a bit of a jackass. Butterfly Betty or whatever the hell her name is. I don't know. Honestly, man, fuck, come on, that's a bit much. Yeah. Oh, it's not homemade. Yeah, I think it is homemade, but she's made 50 of them. There's 50 homemade ones, pure blood. So I don't know, but this is her business. If she's got like 50, sold like 50 of them, or got 50 of them, she knows how to move them. Unless maybe she's never ever sold one and she just have them and they're just piling up. So it's kind of like she's just trying to get rid of it. It's probably not even one of her good ones. It's probably like one of her originals that kind of sucks. She's like, yeah, just fucking pawn it off on some funeral, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What if she makes metal flowers instead? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And they'd be less noisy to carry. But again, I feel like she's got access to the proper to mailing stuff like that. Doesn't have to. Just doesn't make sense. All right, let me see. Oh, let me go back. Let me share. I didn't share it. Let me share this here. All right. Right. Am I the asshole for telling my adult son I need a little privacy? No. Sometimes you need some personal space. There's nothing wrong with personal space, and you have to be. I was going to say man enough, but you have to be, willing to demand it in some states, in some mental states, not places on the map. I'm older and retired, divorced man. My kids are all adults. 2 years ago, I allowed my son, 25, to move back in with me in my 2-bedroom, 1,000-square-foot apartment. Okay. That sucks. His mental health has been slowly going downhill. That's too bad. I believe he was diagnosed with anxiety and depression, but refuses to get any kind of treatment for it. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, you really got to try and force him into treatment, man. It's just because, like you said, it just keeps getting worse. Without treatment, it's going to keep getting worse. It's not going to suddenly get better. You're not really doing him any favors. He now has no job, few friends. I bet you he has no friends if he's in that sad of a mental condition, and spends most of his time bed rotting in his room. He only leaves to occasionally go to movies, comic book stores, or his mother's house for dinner. I don't charge him rent, and I actually give him spending money every month. Mostly he's just able to get out of the apartment and do something once in a while. I have not, he has not been, oh, you have not been on a date in 6 years. Yeah, you live your life, man. Live your life. And you really need to get this kid out. You need to, like get him an ADU or just something, get him out of the house. If he's not going to get therapy, then you need to tell him to at least threaten that listen, if you won't get therapy, you're on your own. You're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to find a place to live. I am sorry. Now I know you may not actually want to do it, but at least make the threat and see what happens. See if you can't get this son of yours to help. Here's another one. They have teletherapies too. It's not as good as an in-person one, but in a pinch. So like, listen, if you want money for your movie, or you want me to buy you this, Action Comics #1 or whatever, I don't know, buy something that he wants, something from the comic book realm. I want you to sit in a session in your room. You don't even have to leave, in a teletherapy session with the professional who can help you with your anxiety. And then maybe you can get them to prescribe them some med. You gotta deal with this. You not dealing with this is a big issue, because it's just going to keep getting worse. Anyway, so you have not been on a date in 6 years. Go on a date already. Several weeks ago, a woman I dated in the past, over 6 years ago, reached out to me. We reconnected. We've been talking for weeks, wanting to get together, but we're both busy people. She lives almost 2 hours away, and so it's been very difficult for us to actually go on a date. This Saturday, however, she's coming to my place after work. There you go. Ricky. Nice. Sorry. We may go out to a bar or a restaurant, or we may just decide to stay home. Okay. She'll most likely be spending the night. Yeah, boy. And maybe here all weekend. Woo, woo. I told my son about this date a week and a half ago when I made it. I was hoping he would volunteer. Here's your issue right here. You've got to have some stones when it comes to your kid. You don't ask him anything. You say, listen, you're going to your mom's house this weekend. Or option number two, I'm paying for a hotel and you're staying at the hotel, the local hotel, for 2 days while I'm with my lady. One of those two things. The mom, I think, is the better option. But if that doesn't work, farm him out to a friggin' hotel. You know, come on. How many times is this going to happen for you? You know, it's been 6 years, bro. It's a lot of pent up stuff. Anyway, I told my son about this date a week and a half ago when I made it. I was hoping he would volunteer. What in his profile, if you will, what in his past, behavior would indicate that he's going to step up and leave for that time duration? There's nothing. Like, what are you even talking? The notion is absurd on its face. Anyway, you are in denial of how bad your son is, man. Anyway, all right. I didn't. I hinted. You tell him it might be awkward for him to be there while I am on a date. His answer was that he would just stay in his room the whole time she's here. No, you go to your mom's. I get you a hotel. You are not in this house while I'm trying to hook up. Oh, wait. He had the same idea I did. Yeah. This is what I just said. I even considered getting him a room to stay for the night. Yes, as my friend is really excited about coming back to my apartment. Yes, and would rather be here than in a hotel. Yeah, you get him. He goes to the hotel, not you. But a hotel room on the weekend at short notice is going to be super expensive. I just couldn't do it. Come on, man. Come on. There's a will, there's a way. Airbnb, something. Give them to your friend for the weekend. The situation has stressed me beyond measure. Finally, today, I sat down with him. I told him I need to let me have the apartment on Saturday night. This is your own place. Dude, who's the adult in this relationship? And that he needs to spend the night at his mother's, or a friend's, or wherever he can. In the car. Just go sleep in the car. It turned as close to an argument as we get. There's the issue. You never have any arguments. You never have any confrontations with him. And so he's been living with you for 6 years. He's depressed. He's on, he's on no meds. He's getting no help. You and your laissez-faire parenting are the real issue. I still want you to hook up. I still want you to have a hell of a time with this lady. But you need to address your shitty parenting. I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to be nicer. Your lack of any backbone. How about that? All right? Okay. So I repeated my observation about how awkward it would be for him to be here. You're a wishy-washy doormat. He replied that when he lived on his own with roommates, they all had guests who spent the night in their rooms while everyone else went about their business. This is terrible. I told him that was a very different dynamic than a small apartment shared by father and son. He finally agreed that he would find somewhere to go. I don't believe it that he's going to go anywhere. I think I would make sure that he's gone the day before, but he's extremely angry now. Good. Finally, some emotions between you two, real ones, and feels that I'm being unfair expecting him to leave for a night. Yeah, you're not being an asshole, but you need to step up and be a dad. I don't know what you're a wishy-washy roommate at best right now, who's about to get laid. So good for you there. Dude's hooking up. Yeah, tough love is the option, man. Stop enabling. Yeah, he's been enabling him Constitution Patriot for 6+ years. Well, more than that, probably his whole damn life. Yeah, stop supporting grow up. Yeah, exactly, 100%. You got to like step it up. Free Pure Bliss is a free hotel alone for a night would be. Yeah. Kick the boy out. Yeah, you don't have to kick him out forever, but you certainly at least kick him out for your fun weekend. And then tell him, start pawning him off on the mom, and eventually just be like, listen, unless you take your meds and unless you start actually trying to get a job, like, why don't you have this kid getting a job? Why is he living for free and he's not working for fucking 6 years? Like, what are you doing? You're the ultimate enabler. The more I go through this in my head, the more I kind of get angry at you for just being such a pussy, quite frankly. Step up, man up, be a father to your son. It's not too late. Okay, good. Oh yeah, honest to God, man, this guy's a jackass. Well, he's not a jackass. He's a big pussy. This dad. He's hardly a dad. Barely a dad. Am I the asshole for writing the same compliment to my cousin that I wrote to my girlfriend 2 years ago? No, unless they both see it. But what do you? We all reuse stuff, man. Nothing is original, really. We all reuse stuff. You're allowed to reuse. You probably re-gift stuff. You can, in addition to re-gifting, you can re-greet. Put something on a greeting card that you put for someone else. My girlfriend, 21, and I, 21, had a fight last night that continued today. All right. It started because yesterday, my elder cousin sister birthday. Let's call her T. Give her a name, Teresa. It's not hard. It drives me crazy when people just T. Teresa. Um, Penelope. I don't know, make something up. My girlfriend wished Teresa on social media. I guess a happy birthday. While scrolling through T's profile, she found a comment I had written under one of T's photos. Part of the comment says, "You carried the dress like no one ever could." Oh, so you repeated that? It's like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, actually. It's kind of funny. The reason this became an issue is I had used a very simpler compliment for my girlfriend's post about 2 years ago. So so she got it first. Your girlfriend got it first. So what's she complaining about? She became very upset and told me things like, "Go write these comments to your sisters only." I calmly explained that I wasn't comparing them at all. To me, it was simply a compliment on my cousin's birthday. I told my girlfriend that she means everything to me. Oh my God, your girlfriend's very, very needy. Can you, well, happy birthday. How many times have you said that to someone? She's okay with you repeating that? Like, what the, come on. I mean, I'm sure I do, not intentionally, but if I did something 2 years ago, hell, 2 weeks ago, I might say the same exact thing to someone in the same exact way and not even remember. I mean, the goal is to inspire a feeling in them, generally a positive one. And if I'm like, well, this seemed to work in the past, maybe I'll try it again. What the hell? Your girlfriend's being a bit of a douche. Okay, so she's upset. Yeah, all right. She then asked me, here we go, bro. Oh my God. Tell me the last time you made me feel special. Oh, yeah. There's the issue. I don't know, man. I need a little more information about this girl because she's getting ready to cheat on you or already is. I didn't answer that question, not because I couldn't anything, but because I genuinely felt that anything I mentioned would immediately be dismissed as not special. You're probably right about that. We've had arguments before where I felt like whatever example I gave would be personal. Yeah, you're not wrong, but you need to delve further. What can I do to make you feel special? Get it out of her, and then do it if she matters to you. During the FaceTime call, why are you not like in the same room with her? There's another issue. We spent around 20, 30 minutes you spent 20, 30 minutes trying to talk to her while she mostly scrolled on her phone during the FaceTime and gave short or vague replies. I ended up crying, begging her to talk to me, and eventually shouted out of frustration because I felt completely unheard. She kept repeating, "Just tell me the last time you made me feel special." Wow, I don't like this one. I don't like this girl. I mean, I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, she seems like she's done with you, and I don't. She seems like a type who nothing's really going to please, and I feel like she's probably cheating on you. That's just my guess. Eventually, she ended the call abruptly. I tried calling back, but she didn't answer. Yeah, she's hooked it up. Today, I tried contacting her throughout the day. She only sent short, dry replies, never called me back. When she was finally free, I texted asking if I could call. Why don't you go see her? Why don't you? This is like you get to the point where a text and a call is not going to be sufficient. Go see her physically in person. You're going to have these friggin', relationship ending dialogues over a fucking, landline or the cell phone. Today I tried to contact her. Okay. She almost sent a short message. When she was finally free, I texted her asking if I could call her. She said, "Call if you feel like," what I perceive as a call or annoyed tone, and the argument continued. So, from my perspective, the fight has two main parts. I wrote a similar, no, that has nothing to do with it. That's not even a part of it. I wrote a similar comment to my cousin that I once wrote to my girlfriend. That is just an excuse for her to lay into you. It's meaningless. It's not the argument at all. Maybe you get it on the second one. I didn't answer her question about the last time I made her feel special because you're missing everything, man. It's not that you didn't answer the question. Because like you said, any answer you gave her would have been dismissed. The issue is She feels that you don't make her feel, that you don't appreciate her, that you don't appreciate her. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what your relationship's like. I don't know how you treat her, but she feels that you do not appreciate her and you do not make her feel special. And so, maybe she's right, maybe she's wrong. I don't know. Again, I don't know the dynamics of your relationship. But honestly, you need to go in person and talk to her. No more of this fucking phone call shit. And bring some flowers, for fuck's sake, and some chocolate, which she will probably dismiss, but have them anyway. And then figure out if you want to continue on down this road. And also, while you're there, make it a surprise visit. Look around for other dudes' clothes. Just say it. I just have a bad feeling about this one. You are not the asshole for how you handled it, but you didn't handle it yet. You started handling it. Honestly. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Yeah, keep yourself busy, focus. Yeah, you got to keep yourself focused on stuff, especially when you're going through some shit. Because otherwise, you just sit there and you mentally just go. It's just spinning in your head, man. I do that. It's much better if you have a task or something to do and you can forget about it. I like jujitsu because in jujitsu, you're just trying to not die. You can always tap out or have your arm broken or whatever. So you're very focused on that. In fact, that's your only focus. So you don't have time to think about this or what you said there or that. You can do it after, but after you're like kind of exhausted. So it's just, you're more chill about it. So exercise is always good too. Right? Right. Good. All right. Honestly, that's just kooky. All right. Listen, I think I'm done for tonight. My voice is kind of cashed, but I did have a great time. I love doing the show with you guys. I really do. I always do. And nothing broke today, which is great. Cameras all working. You play ice hockey, but that hockey's expensive. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu is not that bad. Jiu-jitsu, where I go, is about a 175 a month, and I'm thinking of starting some kickboxing. I used to do a little tiny bit of Muay Thai. I did I Taekwondo for a while. I actually got a black belt on that. But the Muay Thai, I think I quit because I was doing the Jiu-Jitsu and it was just too much. It was just too much. Plus, it was bugging my knees. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm probably going to do some kickboxing this week. I don't know what that even is. Is that Muay Thai? I don't know. And then see how my legs are doing. If my legs are still feeling good after the kicks in the bag and on people, I think maybe I'll keep doing it. If not, just do the jiu-jitsu. Hey, Rocco, good to see you, bro. Yeah, you're indifferent. There's nothing wrong with being well, I mean, indifference is not a great way to go through life. Indifferent in small doses is fine. If you're indifferent completely, it's like it's hard to, you have no highs, you have no lows. It's just kind of I don't know. It's like, it doesn't sound like fun. It's not even a roller coaster. Wee, woo, woo. It's just kind of like just riding on some slow moving tram. I don't know. You gotta get out of the apathy. You gotta like embrace life, right? Yeah, it's true. Embrace life, enjoy life, live life, all those things. Yeah, there you go. God's a good idea. I like the idea of God myself. I do like me some God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I had a great time as always. I think I'm about to cut out. Because I get, my son, his camp schedule is harder than his school schedule. I feel like I have to get up earlier to get him to camp than I do to get him to school. I'm pretty sure I do, but it's all right. It's all right. He's having a great time. He did another great show tonight, and I'm so proud of him. All right, folks, I love you. God bless you. Have a great evening. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, for more of Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist. That'll be at the same time, 10 p.m. It's nothing's changing. Pure Blood, thank you for tuning in. Rocco, thank you, brother. U.S. Constitutional Patriot, thank you too for tuning in as well. And Tatanka, thank you from the Catskills. Ryan, thank you for tuning in. Des Poetic, of course. I'm glad you made it through that crazy Christmas in Zambia or Zimbabwe. I'm changing locations on it. But yeah. All right, folks. I think that's it. God bless you. Have a great evening. And I will be back again tomorrow at 10 p.m. For more shtick and fun. All right? All right. God bless you all. Have a great evening. This is Jeff saying, if you got a problem, I've got an answer. I'm Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye.